Whenever there is some show about magic and the protagonist wants a magical outcome, the magic practitioner seems to always give this eerie warning. Magic always has a price. Does magic always have a price? The answer is yes and no, but mostly no, especially when it comes to how that is portrayed in entertainment. Let's remember some of our keys if you've been listening to previous videos. And videos 1 through 37 in the Keys of Magic series outline 61 keys, 61 magic principles. So let me remind you then that first of all, Earth is a magic realm, and humans are magicking constantly. It's all magic. A magical act is not a separate act than all of the other actions humans do. Humans cause and cause change all the time. Magic. So if there is a price, and I'm saying mostly no, but if there is, then there's a price for every act we do, not just in regarding to some peculiar methods that we're used to thinking of as magic. Magic is the influence upon energy and matter. Energy and matter is the web of the earth and the universe. Instead of thinking about price, which is a skewed way of thinking about it, I think, rather think in terms of consequences. All acts, all magic, all influence, all cause, all change necessarily creates ripples of effect and consequence and result within energy pathways and thus also within the web entire. Consequence is what we want. We want to wield our influence and have consequences appear. Our influence to influence. The greater mastery in magic one practices, the greater management of the variables of influence and the precision of outcome. Although there will always be an untamable aspect to the universe. But there is no specific one-to-one corresponding loss that is exacted of a practitioner or a requester in order to gain something else. Although we can sometimes have the experience of getting what we want and finding out it's not what we want after all. The so-called price a magician pays is their dedication, preparation, cultivation of relationships, setting of conditions, etc. The price is paid in the magician becoming the magician, and the magician manages the consequences within their own energy field, their own body, because they have the capacity to do so, and thus the consequences are not wild cards out in the world or universe. Price is prepaid as knowledge, which is the knowing and connection with the family of Earth, particularly the beings of a magician's specific art. Energy will always maintain the balance of the total net of energy, that is the universe. So in making transformations, the magician has to input certain energy and or provide pathways for energy so that the energy balance is respected. But this is just how balance works. It's not a scary price that has to be some kind of detriment in someone's personal life. Honestly, you can't negotiate a price with the universe. You just live and experience it as it is. All energy is also life force. Life force is all there is. Energy is not impersonal nor immaterial. Energy is embodied in beings. That is why I have taught you in the videos of the Keys of Magic series, layer upon layer, and will continue to unfold layers, about how the magician's power is within themselves and in connection with other beings in the net of the world and universe, and not power exerted externally upon objectified and impersonal processes, items, and forces. Thus, When a magician receives the fulfillment of their requests, it is because they have first fulfilled requests. If there is submission to the magician, it means the magician has first offered their submission, their life force in service. A like-to-like language translation does take place. But to think of this as a price is perhaps an unwarranted spin. There is not a price to magic, but there needs to be a great respect, a vow. If one chooses disrespect, there may indeed be a consequence of that, reaping what you sow type of thing. All of this I have taught in previous videos as well. Remember, there is no real lack to fulfill when playing and magicking in the world illusion. There is no loss to be had. A magician will call preferred appearances into the world for the sake of joy, not to obtain an elusive wealth that is already our birthright as the children of life.